is Geraldine. We are doing another Wednesday drop for you. We are officially launching our new sealer called Waterproof. It's another amazing water-resistant sealer. A lot of our team members have already been loving it, so I pinned it here down for you so you can go check it out. If you're joining us here on the website, feel free to click on that. It'll take you to the page and I won't go away. So you can stick around for our application demo, ask any questions you have, and still kind of browse our site, okay? So say hello as you guys are jumping in. We're simulcasting to Facebook and YouTube as well. Lashify LED is gonna be in your comments to help get questions answered. I'm gonna give you an application demo and hopefully answer all your questions along the way, all right? So, if you're brand new, first thing, let's check out how do you get started with Lashify. So we have a control kit. I'm going to pin that here for you down below if you're on the website. Our control kit is a really beautifully curated starter kit. It comes with everything you need to start using the Lashify system, and you have a few choices to make when you select your control kit. So first you're gonna choose whether you want a white or a black case. If you get the black control kit, your patented fuse control wand, your applicator tool is gonna come in this beautiful bronze color. If you choose the white control kit, your fuse control wand will come in hologram, also beautiful, fun mermaid vibes color. Every control kit will come with Whisper Light, our standard bonds in clear and black. That's a dual-sided tube. You're gonna get a water-resistant sealer called Glass. This is our original sealer. And you're gonna get 3 sets of Gossamer lashes. You're gonna get 1, 2, 3 cartridges, and you're gonna get a set that has all 10mm lengths, 12 and 14 millimeters. So you can play with different lengths and find a look that suits your eye shape, okay? You're gonna get to choose also the style that you start with. We start you off with either Amplify, Bold, or Curl. What's the difference? Amplify has thin fibers. It's one of our most natural styles. It sits very relaxed, so it mimics your own natural lashes. If you're looking for something that looks a little bit more like mascara, go with Bold. Slightly thicker fibers, not a ton of fibers, so it's still natural, almost like an everyday mascara look, okay? No clumping and no raccoon eyes, that is the benefit. And if you want something that looks like a lash lift, very natural, but with a little more curl, go with the curl style. Thin fibers, a little bit of a tighter curl, looks like you just woke up and curled your lashes. All right, you can't go wrong, choose one, and then once you try them, you're gonna wanna try everything else. We also have a slightly magnified mirror in here so that you can apply very easily anywhere. Hi Bev, Bev's in the comments for you. You're also gonna get a bunch of fun freebies and extras. So everything comes inside this magnetic storage box. When you open it up, it's so much fun, it's like Christmas. So you're gonna get a sample of Melt Away, which is one of our removers, and Pre-Cleanse. Our lash prep, you get a set of wandums. These are silicone tips that go over the fuse control wand to help reduce stickiness during your application. You get a QR code to scan that takes you to all of our amazing tutorials so that you can follow along while you're doing your own application at home. You get a lid space finder tool that helps you choose some other lengths for when you're ready for more lashes to try out. You get this really beautiful welcome letter from Sahara, who is the CEO, founder, and inventor of Lashify. And your control kit will sit inside here, just like this. You're gonna lift that up, pop out this foam, and don't throw this box away because this is where you're gonna put your collection of Gossamer lashes, okay? So you have a place for your lash dash because after you try on the sets that come with your kit, you're gonna want more lengths, more styles to play with because you can mix and match all the styles together to create your own lash looks, and they come in all different colors, okay? So this is the fun of Lashify, just insane customization, have it your way whenever you want, however you want, and you're just gonna have so much fun, okay? So this is a control kit. It's a one-time purchase of $145, comes with everything you need, and then you just get refills on your lashes later on, okay? This is how this system works. And now we're gonna do an application demo. I'm gonna show you how to use the system. All right, today we're gonna be using some different styles. We're mixing styles so you can see how well different styles mix together. We are using chocolate, all chocolate color, so it's a brown color. There you go, you can see it from the side there against the black background. So we're using all chocolate, this beautiful warm tone brown, and we're using Starburst 12, Tulip 12, Starburst 16, Tulip 12, Tulip Thick, you guys, Tulip Thick 12, and then a Starburst in 16. So super easy lash map, all in chocolate. You can also bump down the lengths if you like this look, if you want it shorter, or you can bump way up if you like. So whatever your eye shape, whatever your personal preference, we have it for you. All right, let me know if you guys have questions in the comments. I'm gonna do this application. So like I said, you get a sample of pre-cleanse in your control kit. This is our lash prep. It's a Japanese cleansing water. You wanna make sure to remove any oil, makeup, skincare products that might be sitting on your natural lashes, because those things can interfere with your bond, okay? We're gonna be using bonds that stay flexible throughout your entire wear. They are formulated for sensitive eyes, so there's no cyanoacrylate, latex, formaldehyde, harsh chemicals like that, all right? So if you have allergies to other lash glues, this is gonna be a great system for you to try out. Coming in, and it's gonna work for you. You don't have to be a professional anything to use Lashify. You can do this easily and safely at home. All right, I just ran that through my lashes with a spoolie. This is our fluffer tool. It is a reusable spoolie. If you were working with a clean face, you can just use pre-cleanse on a cotton round and just clean your entire eye area and then let your lashes dry, okay? Clean, dry lashes is how we always start. We have this great extra tool called the Blow. Not necessary, but super helpful. It just helps dry things down during your application. So this prep step, you want clean and then dry lashes before you start applying your bonds, okay? So this can just help move things along as you get more comfortable with the application process. Look at that, it gives me that nice directed air, and then we should be good to go. Let's check. Just a little bit wet. Let's just kind of give it a little dab. Give it a little dab and then give it another little blow. All right. The nice thing about the Lashify application process is that you don't have to rush through it. You can move quickly eventually, but you don't have to rush. As a new user, you don't have to be nervous about trying to get them on before the bond dries, because it's actually gonna work for you. It's gonna work very slowly so that you have time to get there, all right? So you get Whisper Light, our bonds in clear and black. This is a dual-sided tube. It comes with your control kit. On one end, you get Whisper Light in black with a micro mascara tip. And then on the other end, you're gonna get it in clear. It comes out white, it dries down clear, and it has a little pointy precision tip. It's the same formula. The only difference is the color. So you can use one side or the other, or you can combine, because our bonds were designed to be layered, just like you layer nail polish, okay? We're gonna come in, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna come in with that black side. You can use either side you like, but I'm just gonna show you both sides, okay? So I'm gonna come in with a very light hand and apply a tiny bit of bond onto my natural lashes. Lighter than a light coat of mascara. You wanna see some product on your natural lashes, but you want to apply little enough that your lashes don't clump, okay? If your lashes are clumping, it's probably a little bit too much bond, but that's okay. You can come in with a clean spoolie and brush out any excess bond. So again, this isn't hard, it's just different. Lashify has over 280 patents worldwide on the system, so it's kind of new, right? So this is why we give you these amazing tutorials to kind of walk you through, get you used to, what the products are and how to use them. So I'm gonna let that get tacky. Just like layers of nail polish, we let nail polish dry, we do a thin coat, and we let it dry before we come in and do another one. Same thing with our bonds, exact same concept. All right, I'm gonna come back in and use my blow tool and just let my lashes get tacky. We're looking for tacky and no longer moving around. Tacky, not wet, okay? Because it comes out kind of liquid in form. So you just want it to have enough time to sort of sit, get tacky, so that it's workable. All right, let's give it a little tacky test. It usually takes about 30 to 60 seconds. So this is my tacky test. Look at how tacky that is. And I'm getting a tiny bit of transfer of product, so I'm gonna wait. It's starting to get nice and tacky, which is what we want, but I don't want that product to be moving around. Otherwise I might get sliding, okay? Or it's not gonna dry down really well for me. So I'm gonna wait, I'm just gonna give it a second. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to pull my Gossamer lashes out. So like I said, we are using Starburst and Tulip Thick in that beautiful chocolate color. Mixing styles, you can mix and match to your heart's desire. All of the styles were designed to be combined however you like so that you can customize every single lash look. You want to use your fingers to remove the Gossamer lashes from the cartridge because they're delicate, right? This is the first lash to be designed to be worn underneath your natural lashes. Look how, let me turn it on its side. Look how thin that is. It almost disappears when I give you the profile there. It's so thin. It's not like a strip lash where there's heavy band, heavy layers of band and glue and string. This is flat, 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 so that it's comfortable to be worn underneath the natural lashes, and they're lightweight. They're made of Korean PBT silk, and that makes them super lightweight. It's a synthetic silk, and they're handmade, you guys. These are handmade. These designs all fall under Lashify's patents. So 12 and then 2 Starburst 16. What's cool about the Starburst lash? Well, first let's go back. Let me back up. We're using these Tulip Thick. Tulip Thick is one of our newest styles. And check out the construction on this. It's got these two sort of V-shaped situations happening, fibers, and it almost looks like the petals of a tulip flower, right? It's got a little gap in the center so that it gives us this nice variation in our lash map. Really fun. These are bolder fibers, almost like doubled up fibers as compared to the tulip style. And so it gives it a little bit of a bolder look, almost like mascara. And in this case, like brown mascara. And what's cool about the Starburst style is that it features a point in the center. I love this style. Starburst and Stardust, so fun. So you can actually bump up the normal length that you wear. Say you like to wear 12s and 14s, you could easily wear 14 and 16 millimeter lengths because it's just the tip that's that max length. The rest of it is quite short, so you still get this beautiful, like, spread out volume. Really pretty. Okay, let's pull 2 more of those out. By now, I'm sure my bond is tacky, but we're going to continue to build up our cushion of bond to work with. Let's do that tacky test again. Look how tacky that is. I've been talking for a bit, right? So there's no need to worry that your bond's gonna dry down. We're good. We are good. There's no transfer. We are good to either start applying our lashes right now, or we can add another light layer of bond. If you're brand new, start here. Just do 1 light layer of bond and start practicing your application. You're gonna fast forward through this video and go to the application part, okay? After you've gotten the hang of application and you're ready to start, you know, kind of building up your layers of bond, maybe you're looking for just a little bit more longevity, you wanna bump it up, this is what you're gonna do next. You're gonna come in with the clear side of the Whisper Light Bond and just tap that in. All right, I'm doing our frosting method. We have lots of different ways to combine our layers of bond, but the frosting method is one that has just been working for us, okay? So I just tap that into the base of my lashes. We don't need a whole lot. And then you can take either a flat-ended brush, or if you have one of our tip applicator tools from our website here, you can come in and frost that little bit of bond up your lashes just like you're frosting a cake. This way you're kind of spreading any excess bond, picking up any excess bond so that you're getting more coverage on your lashes so that there's more places for the Gossamer lashes to stick to. And you're not over bonding, right? If our lashes start clumping, it's not so fun, all right? You can also come in and brush that out with a spoolie again. So give that a second to get tacky before we do anything more. And again, we can take our little blow tool if we want, give it that directed air so we can move right along. Coming in, give it a little tappy tap. If you think it's nice and tacky, look how tacky that is. So again, like If you're brand new and you're just wanting to slowly experiment with different kinds of bonding methods, layering methods, you could just start applying your lashes right here. For our frosting method, technically we do two layers of frost. So I'm gonna show you that, and you're gonna play when you get your control kit. So we're gonna frost one more time, again, just to build up a cushion of bond to work with. When you add layers, it can add better longevity, better coverage, more places for your gossamer lash to adhere to, okay? So it's nice and easy, you don't have to go fast. Give yourself the time and space to figure things out, learn, go slowly when you get your first control kit, okay? Coming in, oh, did I frost? I forgot to frost. We forgot to frost. So frost it. See how tacky she is already? This is gonna be an amazing application. I can already feel it. And then we can use our blow tool and give it that nice directed air. And then when we think it's tacky, do that tacky test one more time. Oh, she's so tacky. No transfer, we're good to start applying, okay? So I recommend when you're ready to start applying, you're gonna wanna look down into a mirror. You get this handy dandy mirror inside your control kit, turn it towards you. Put it underneath you, and then that way you can see exactly what's going on. You're gonna set it down just like this, maybe up high on a table or like a box. And then that way, when you start doing your application, you can look down, see your wet line because you're gonna go under, and you can even have a free hand to lift up that eye so you can see a little bit better if you need to. All right, that's gonna be the best way to start. So now we're gonna use that fuse control wand. You can work either with or without the wandums on. The wandums help reduce stickiness during your application. It kind of gives you a little bit of a bumper. So if you're nervous about putting this close to your eye in the beginning, put these on, all right? See how it feels? You're gonna get a little bit more precision without them, but maybe a little bit more stick, right? Because this bond is working. It's in its working time phase, so it's gonna be tacky. So you're just gonna go slower. That's all. So now, spend some time figuring out how to pick up and maneuver your gossamer lashes, right? So this is a brand new tool. It is a patented tool. It is handmade, hand-tooled, and it's different. This didn't exist before Lashify. So you're always going to want to apply pressure right here in the center bump so that it gets that nice full close, okay? If we're too close, it's kind of weird. You don't have as much dexterity. If you're too far down, it doesn't close for you. So this is the sweet spot, all right? We're going to grab the very tip of the gossamer lash and we're going to turn it so that it's like this. It's gonna follow the curve of our natural lashes. And we're gonna do a scooping motion so it attaches on the underside of our lashes, okay? I'm gonna look down into a mirror. Hopefully you guys can see. Scoop. We're aiming for 1 to 2 millimeters up from our waterline. Look at that. And this is why we wait for that bond to get tacky, because we get that nice Velcro-like catch. It's just gonna stick wherever you put it, okay? If it's still too wet, it's gonna slide. That bond's gonna go all over your lashes and it might get a little messy, right? So we don't need too much bond and we want it to get tacky. If it's not quite sticking, add a tiny bit more bond, let it get tacky, and keep right on going. The cool thing about the clear Whisper Light bond is that it comes out white, dries down clear, so you can watch it get tacky. As soon as it's clear, she's ready to go, okay? All right, this was a starburst in 12 millimeter. Remember that 12 millimeter is just at the tip, so the rest of that lash is quite short, so I can use that on my inner corner. You can start wherever you like, inner, outer, center, no right or wrong. You're gonna find what works best for you. That is a 12 millimeter tulip, thick, all chocolate again. Look at that. This is really coming together. This is a fun lash look. I wanna move it over. I actually wanna move it over. So am I stuck with this lash look if I didn't like what I did? Not at all. You're gonna come in, grab it by the base, and slowly lift. This bond has a long working time. It's just gonna work for you. So if you weren't happy with it, try again, okay? And it's gonna stay flexible the whole time you're working with it and the whole time you are wearing your lash wrap. And this allows us to keep our natural lashes healthy. It allows the gossamer lashes to move with your eye movement. Check this out. I can do all this and there's no tugging. We're also leaving a little gap at the roots of the lashes. This is hard for you to see, but I can see the roots of my lashes underneath here, okay? We're only attaching directly onto lash hairs, not onto the skin. You actually want to leave the roots exposed down there to keep your natural lashes healthy. If they're too close, all this could tug on your natural lashes and pull them out prematurely, right? So this gives it space. It's also gonna be way more comfortable if you leave a little bit of a gap because there won't be any poking, and they're gonna last longer, right? The moisture from your eyes can start drawing up through the lashes and it's gonna start breaking up your bond. So that little gap is super, super important. Hello there. So far we are doing all chocolate gossamer lashes, from the inner corner to outer corner. Inner corner is a Starburst 12 millimeter, then a Tulip Thick 12 millimeter. I'm putting on a Starburst 16 millimeter. Then we're gonna do another Tulip Thick in 12 millimeters so that we get this nice variation in length across the eye. This is so fun. And then another Starburst 16 millimeter. Again, these are all chocolate. We're loving chocolate right now. Look how pretty that is. Look at, ooh! Love these long bits that the Starburst gives to us. And then these little gaps, right, that are created from both the tulip fiber, that tulip construction, it's got that little gap in the center. And then as the fibers of the Starburst dip down, we get this nice break in the volume. Really fun. You can get a wispy or spiky look. It's so pretty. I was like, I want to try something different today, and had an idea in my mind, tried it out, and you can never go wrong. You'd be surprised at like how often you come up with a new lash map that you fall in love with when you're playing with Lashify. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, let's talk about fusing. Once you've got them on, we're gonna fuse. Last thing I wanted to say about placement though, we wanna leave out a few of our natural hairs on the inner corner as well as the outer corner. This is also for comfort and longevity, okay? For most of us, the inner corner and outer corner natural lashes are a little bit more sparse, they're a little bit weaker. So if you bring in your placement by just this tiny bit, it's gonna be much better for longevity, okay? So they won't droop as well. And if you go too far in on the corners, you might get some poking. We don't need pokey lashes in our lives, do we? What's the difference between SB and SD? Starburst and Stardust. Starburst is what we're using today. Thicker fibers, and Stardust, thinner fibers. So think dust, right? That's sort of your mnemonic. Stardust is the lighter version, and Starburst gives it a little punch. Amazing. Okay, let's talk about fusing. Great questions. So again, you can work with the one-nums on, with the one-nums off. Try it all the ways, both ways, and see what you like. I'm gonna show you how I like to fuse. I like to come in with a reverse position. This is reverse, okay? I like to use not use the one-nums, but again, do whatever you like, right? Feel it out. And this way, I'm able to use the tips of the fuse control wand, and I can come in section by section and fuse all the way down onto the spines. Look how I'm getting that stick. I just move really slowly and wait for the lash to let go. I kind of pull gently and wiggle if I need to release any of that, okay? Nice and slow, and you want it to be a full close. This is not uncomfortable. There's no pinching or clipping. I left that little gap at the roots of my lashes so I can get all the way down onto that spine base very comfortably, okay? And don't be afraid to change your hand position. Everyone's eye is different, and the curves of this fuse control wand were made to fit every eye shape, okay? So if you need to get in on the inner corner this way, you can do that as well. Love that. Nice and slow. So that's how I like to start my fusing. When I'm happy with that, I like to put the wandoms on and I go to a full fuse, and this is really what this tool was made for. Follows the curve of your eye, and that full horizontal clamp force, full closure is going to allow you to come in, following the curve of the eye, you settle the wand to the base of the lashes and give it a squeeze again at that center point of the fuse control wand, and you're fusing everything all in one go, very comfortably, very easily. And you want to hold that for about 10 or 15 seconds so you get a nice complete fuse, because this is how your lashes are going to stay on, okay? Check her out, so pretty. I'm gonna fuse the other side just to get her lifted because I have two very different eyes. Love, love, love. So pretty. I kind of wanna, you can pinch the fibers together if you want them to be a little bit bolder. You can brush them out if you want them a little bit wispier. So you have a lot of ways to customize your lash looks. So fun. Love this, love this, love this. Okay, let's take a quick tour of the lash look, final look. And I love that Lashify looks good from every angle. Check her out. What I don't miss about strip lashes is that band that we used to have to hide and camouflage, right, with makeup that sat on top of the lid. We don't have to do that anymore. Everything is sitting underneath and it blends right in with your natural lashes. So you can just go bare lidded if you wanted to, right? You don't have to, I like to say, be a slave to the lash with your makeup looks. You can keep it super natural. You can add liner, all the makeup if you want as well. And look at all that lid space you have to play with. This is so good. We call this lash cleavage. Oh, this side looks great. This lash cleavage is real good. Amazing. And you know, the under cleavage looks really good as well. Nobody's really gonna see that either. So if it's a little bit off, like, you know, not completely perfect, no one's gonna know. Don't even worry about it. And placement will get much better with every application. Eee, so pretty. I love it. Okay, so in your control kit, you get glass as a sealer. It's a water-resistant sealer. Where is she? She's hiding from me. Every single one. I have to get to the last one. Glass is your water-resistant sealer. You're gonna wait at least 20 to 30 minutes after you're done with your application to apply this, okay? Actually, I'm gonna show you both. With glass, you are going to just give it a light swipe across the base of your lashes, and it's sort of optional. Sealing is sort of optional with Lashify. It's based on eye chemistry. It's based on what you're doing day to day, what activities you're doing, what kind of environment you have. So I always recommend, when it comes to sealers, try it and see what it does for your personal eye chemistry and lifestyle, okay? That's all you need. And then we just came out with Waterproof. This is a brand new sealer. It's a different kind of formula. The way that glass works is it creates a film, a little bit of a barrier on top of your lash map so that it creates this water-resistant seal, okay? And it does have a little bit of a semi-gloss finish. Really, really great. A lot of people love glass. Waterproof is a different formula. Also creates water resistance, removes stickiness just like glass does, and can add to your longevity. The way that Waterproof works, it's a completely different ingredients list, is you are basically it penetrates the bonds and it creates a seal from within. It creates water resistance from within what you've already got on. So it's a different formula, it works a little bit differently, but essentially they're meant to do the same thing. So we have different formulas for different eye chemistry, different personal preference, okay? So with Waterproof, you're actually gonna wait just 1 to 2 minutes after your application, and then you can apply, okay? Can you use both? I feel like it's a little bit of overkill to use both. You can definitely try it if you wanted to. Same thing, just a tiny, tiny bit. You can apply a little bit on top if you want as well, but a little bit of product goes a very long way with all of our products, okay? Do you wait for waterproof? So with waterproof, 1 to 2 minutes after you're done with your application, all right? Because it works with the bond. On the glass side, it's a sort of a separate layer, if that makes sense. It's going to sit on top of your gossamer lashes, right? And the bond that you've kind of fused through. And it's gonna create a barrier that way, a moisture resistant barrier. This one is working from within with the bonds. All right? So again, it's personal preference. The only way to see what it does is to try it out for yourself. A lot of our team members have been loving this formula. A lot of people also love glass. One is not necessarily better than the other, but it might just come down to your personal eye chemistry, okay? So we're very excited about this product. Go get it now. It is available for everyone. Super exciting. Yee! All right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We did chocolate in Tulip Thick and Starburst. We're gonna save this for you so you can come back and watch it again. Make sure to join us in the Lashify LED Facebook group, because that's the best place to be. We have over 122,000 customers hanging out in there, the entire Lashify team. Sahara, the founder, inventor, and creator of Lashify, is in there as well. We're all chatting about tips and tricks and lash map ideas and so much more fun other things Lashify related. So it's the best place to be. Come join us, come hang out with us, and we will see you next time. If you have more questions, let us know. Thanks, Bev. Thanks, everyone.